All right, hello. I'm Saeri Wilde, and I'm with Andrea J today, and we are talking about Sugar and Shame Earth Angel Detox, which is a free 5-day event that we are putting on as a primer to Earth Angel Rehab. It starts on January 7th. That's Sugar and Shame Detox, and goes through the 11th, and we'll be offering 5 classes going live to our tribe, the people who join, and we hope that if this resonates with you, what we're talking about today, that you'll join us. So, hi, I'm Saeri Wilde, and I'm a soul doula. I work with human design. If you're into human design, I'm a splenic projector. I also have the 2551 channel of initiation, which has really been what's driving a lot of my work, because I'm here to shock and be shocked for the awakening of humanity. And that's really where we're deriving, this term came through really strong to use, Earth Angel. And so basically what I'm recognizing in that is that we are going through massive initiations. Many of us are getting visions, knowingness of that we have big work to do on the planet. And we can really get burned out in our nervous system and disappointed and basically distracted from our path. So Andrea and I are going to be talking more about that. And I would like to introduce Andrea. Or do you want me to pause? You wanted to say something about me, and then you say something. And then
No, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, go for it, Saeri.
really have been having so much fun on our in our conversations that we keep going, oh man, we should have recorded that. We should have shared that with people. So we're just jumping into that today because lots of people are asking us, what is this? Yeah. And so we want to answer some questions. And we weren't able to go live for this today. So please do share your questions with us. You can share them in the comments of this video. You can contact us directly as well. And we're all sharing, all of us is Andrea, myself, and Tia Holmes, who is holding the wealth piece for both the detox and the rehab aspect. We're all sharing a lot about this in the coming days, so you can always tune into that. So Andrea is a nutritional therapy practitioner and a Radiance mentor, and look at her, duh.
Cool.
So she's also in my Prime My Body tribe, which if you haven't heard of it, we will be sharing more about it. It's an incredible hemp extract. So there's lots of talk about CBD, and this is just such a next level product. And so anyway, she also works with Prime My Body and is rising in success in the company, which is really exciting because more people get to experience that. And I know for me, it just gave me a base level of my nervous system after being a fried mama, single mama, fleeing California wildfires, to really help me build up my system. So that's not who Andrea is, but it's something that she does. That's how we found each other, and we just have so much fun, and we're so passionate about sharing this. So I'll let you say some things now.
Yay! Thank you, Saeri. And I can't even comprehend the gift of how I've met you, and I feel like I've known you for so long. And I mean, I just feel like we're meant to do this work together. You are just amazing mama, amazing soul doula, holder of container. I'll just share that one of the very first conversations I had with Saeri, she had some of my information. I'm only a little familiar with human design. I think it's amazing. I can't wait to learn more. But she was telling me some things from it and then giving me her interpretation. And I was just dumbfounded. I was just I got chills hearing it. She has this ability to completely have a sense of what is right in front of someone and how to state it in a way that it's like a light bulb goes off. So I'm just so excited to know you and so excited to embark on this creative adventure. And for so many reasons. And I just feel like there's so much to say, but I will say that my mission, as I see it here on this planet, is to embody vitality and to support others to do the same. And so everything I do has something to do with that. The Prime My Body piece is a huge piece of that. And we'll talk more about that, both the product and the community. So high vibes, all connecting people like us, connecting people who are here to do major work in this beautiful way through the magic of the plant ally. But the work we're here to talk about today, this 5-day program that we're going to be doing and beyond, is really exciting for me. My approach has been from the nutritional therapy side, and we were talking about this earlier. My domain is mostly the physical body, although I have realized in most of the time I've been doing that you can't separate the two. And as I was saying before, that matter is the densest form of energy. This is our earth soul vehicle, so to speak. And it's critical that this feel good and be able to have the highest vibration so that we can do the deeper work. And I've been pointing to that more and more in my one-on-one nutritional therapy work, but I also kind of have to stay in my lane a little bit. So it's incredibly exciting that I can contribute a piece to this deeper work of soul evolution that is Saeri's specialty. And I'm very passionate about feeling good in my body, that embodying vitality. I've recognized that it's my number one priority, that nothing else in my life works unless I address that first and as the highest priority. Maybe not, it might not be that level for everyone, but I certainly think that it's a huge piece. And so I'm so excited to partner with Saeri and also Tia in this upcoming program starting Tuesday. It's Tuesday. We are going to be packed so much value into these 5 days. I mean, every single class is going to be something that you could probably watch over and over and over again and get more and more out of. I wouldn't miss it for the world. I'm excited for it. And I'm part of who's putting it on. Excited to go through it and to hear what Saeri and Tia have to say, and also the process that I go through, because I'm just on my own path with this along with everyone else. And when I have the honor and privilege of sharing my path and my tools for this, it re-inspires me, and it's a reciprocal relationship between me and the person who's hearing it. So we're so excited to support you in just claiming your highest energy for 2020 and really getting serious about the progress that you're going to make on this earth plane this year. And yeah, so excited to work with you, Saeri.
Yay, me too. You know what you said about, I want to do this.
Yeah.
It's such an exciting place to be in your career, you know, for those of us who, you know, who aspire to make this kind of work our work and share it with other people, which most of our people are. They're not just doing this for themselves, they're doing it because they know they need to help other people, but they have to work out their situation to be able to do that.
Yeah.
So I just want to offer this to, if that's you and you get overwhelmed by like, oh my gosh, like how will I ever get to that level? It is possible. I mean, here are two people here right now, just like, I want to do my own program. I wish I had something like this. And, you know, that's why we make it too. It's like, so that we can offer the stability that we find in ourselves to the people that we support, whether it's, you know, as a coach, as a healer, a guide, a teacher, so that they don't have to go through everything we went through. Although some of them may have, you know, but we can offer them this bridge so that they can come out of those loops. And I mean, that I am just so excited about that.
Yeah, and that refers back to that feel that when you were talking about that at one point, it was that idea that I've experienced so many times, and I know those on this path of growth have as well, where you feel like you make a breakthrough on some level, and then you lose it again, and you crash, and we've all been through that, right? And God, I thought I was past that. So it's that 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And the value of working in this container, both with the three of us and the container of the community as a whole, which is so powerful, is that we can all support each other to sustain those 2 steps forward and have maybe a lot fewer of that 1 step back portion.
Because that's what burns us out, right? Like, that's why we have a plan. I want to say planet wide, but maybe it's mostly Western culture. I don't know. But like, a lot of people there's like an epidemic of nervous system, adrenal burnout kind of stuff going on. And so this program is this free program. So Sugar and Shame is free. If I didn't make that totally explicit, is to give you an opportunity to go through making a change in a way that doesn't trash you. Because what happens is that we get into these modes where we're like, I want to heal. I need to cut those cords. I need to get this out of my body. I need to detox. I need to cleanse. And that can run the spectrum from something that you put into your body to like just a behavior or a thought pattern, right? That affects your body. But what's missing is the actual nourishment piece. And so it's like we can go through these detox cycles and we get into the detox cycle. And that can be a really unexpected fire. It's like when you're inspired to make a change and you're like, okay, I'm going to quit sugar, or one of my coaches holds a no man diet, like whatever you're cutting out of your life to have more energy that you were giving to that thing. When you bring it back, what it does is it stirs up the toxicity in your system, which is good, right? Because you want to move that out. But so often, especially when we are trying to do it on our own and we don't have support, we get super spooked because things get better before things get worse before they get better.
Yes.
So
yeah, and I see that all the time.
I feel like you have something.
Well, I think you said something really important too. And linking to that, what I want to emphasize is something we've both talked about, is that it's really important for us that we meet people where they are, and that we're not asking everyone to do some drastic change. We want to meet you where you are and help you. In the first day, we will be helping you to set intentions about what's reasonable and what's sustainable and what's comfortable. And of course, we want to be a little uncomfortable for growth, but we want to be functional. We want to be sustainable. I am always interested in proceeding with joy and curiosity, and not with restriction and extreme discomfort. So it's really important to understand that there's nothing to be afraid of here. You're not going to be asked to do something that's outside your capacity. I always say that my clients are driving the show. I'm here to provide support and container and information. And so this is really your journey, and it's how can we help with our experience, a major experience, because there's 3 people combined to help you move forward in your journey with grace and ease, and something that is appropriate to your path, which is your path alone. And all of our paths are custom for us and perfect exactly the way they are. So that's very exciting to me as well. And I just want to say that this is something that I will be giving support and tips in my particular class. So each one of us will have our own master class this week, which is so exciting. And in my class, I'm going to be giving general tips and support, but I'm also going to be speaking of questions you can ask yourself to more closely determine what place does this have in your life and what's appropriate for you now, what's reasonable for you now, because part of that sustaining breakthroughs is not overreaching in what you're pushing yourself to do. And even that word pushing, it's more of like inviting yourself forward.
Yeah, I love that. I'm so glad that you brought that up. Yeah, there are a couple of things that we want to just make really clear. And one of them is that we're supporting you to create your own protocols. So there's going to be a wide range of what people are taking on and committing to in Sugar and Shame Detox. So we're giving you the tools to make those calls for yourself. And your commitment's not just what you're cutting out. It's also about what you're bringing in and what you're committed to feeling. Because that's really what underlies anything we want to do, right? Is like how you want to feel.
Oh, so, beautiful. That's beautiful. Can I just pause right there and say, that's beautiful. How do you want to feel? That's the best guide for goal setting ever. How do you want to feel?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I love that work. Some years ago, a coach of mine invited me to do the desire map with Danielle Laporte, and I dove deep into that. But there's also, because there's also this thing that we do where you and I have talked about this some. So it's like where when we start to just even touch our desire, which has to do with how we want to feel, we'll start shooting on ourselves. And so a lot of times we won't even touch what we want, because we start building up all these expectations of ourselves that are unrealistic. And then we get in the deep end and, we're just like, never mind. Yeah. So it's not just what you want. Like this is a balance thing that's really important. It's also about acknowledging where you're at and how you feel, because this has to do with your capacity to receive your reality.
Oh my gosh, I'm taking notes. I want your capacity to receive your reality. Do you know, I think that's a really beautiful place to mention Tia's work, because it's all about that capacity to receive. And I know, and I'm so looking forward to learning more about her work, but from what I understand, she is a abundance coach, so to speak. And that capacity to receive your reality and to understand that abundance is your human birthright. And it's not just abundance, is so many different things, right? It's, again, do you feel abundant? Back to that word. How do you feel? What makes me feel abundant? And how can we support you? What makes you feel abundant? How can we support you towards that?
Yeah, Tia is so awesome. Her masterclass is about raising your shame ceiling.
So great.
And Tia is such an amazing blend of like high magic, like shameless high magic, divinity, connecting with and embodying divinity, and business. So, I personally think that money will be going away at some point, but we're at a really interesting place in our growth in humanity, where I think we're really being called to face money and love it and use it for good. And so that's why, I knew I needed someone who really holds the wealth piece and also the nutritional piece in this. And you guys are just like, you're totally my dream team. So I can hear that my daughter's home, so we'll need to transition here pretty soon. But
hey, Saeri, I know we made some notes, and yes, I think we should wrap up soon, and we can keep answering questions. This is so fun. I think one of the notes we made, and I'd love to hear from you about this as well, is what is an Earth Angel?
Yeah, so this is an inquiry that we are working with actively. And I actually have been trying to avoid saying Earth Angel for 4 years. And things like progressively were just not working in my work. Even though I was doing the work and I knew that's what it was, like life brought me to my knees and said, listen, you need to use, this is the word. So it's been really interesting using it, because so many people just oh gosh, so you can just check in with yourself. Like, you already kind of know what that is. You might have triggers around it that pop up at the same time too. So what it is for me is it's someone who has a big mission on earth, like a big spiritual mission. And they're here, like if you imagine an angel out of a body, like trying to help people and guide people, and then you're just like, God, I am not getting through to them. They're just like, make it real. You have to show me you're real. And then you go, okay, I'm coming down there. And then you come into a human body, and then you learn the whole spectrum. Oh, this is why it's hard. I get it now. So a lot of us have had really hard early lives, traumas, and those have been our teachers. You know, we have overcome them. And so,
yeah, I would say Earth School is heavy curriculum. Earth School is advanced work.
Yeah, 1,000%. Oh my God. So we are facing this mass awakening of humanity. So if you are feeling that you are an earth angel, and again, you don't have to identify with that term, like my spirit makes me, you get to navigate that for yourself. But if you have a big mission, you've gone through like some crazy fiery shit swamps in your life and learned a lot and know you're here to serve other people, it's like, we are this first wave who are leading this, and it's like going into the void, into the dark with a light on your back. So it's like a lot of us don't have the mentors and I've had a ton of mentors and teachers and coaches, but you know, it didn't start out that started like 10 years ago was the first time I had anyone who I really was like, maybe you're my teacher, my mentor. Like there was nobody recognizing me for who I was. It was just fit in to survive. So we're seeing that this is, you know, it's time. And a lot of us, I mean, you may be having similar experiences to mine where like my life was like, you have to use the word earth angel. Like that's, you don't get a choice on that. Whatever it is for you, when you face this stuff, when you deal with your body and actually nourishing up and cleansing your body while simultaneously recognizing your mission and having a support team that can hold you, things start to go a lot smoother.
Yes. Amen, sister.
Intense, you know, like you start to get on your path. But then it bumps up against your survival conditioning, you know, and we can really stop ourselves with that. So it's really time for us to step into our leadership roles in our businesses, in our lives, and get to work.
I love it. I love that. Yes to all of it.
You know, we also wanted to drop in a piece for you to talk about, and I know we're like right at 3:30 here, but maybe we can squeeze it in. That, you know, if you have like an eating disorder diagnosis, if you're working with a doctor, anything, Andrea, would you like to talk about that?
Yeah, this is really important. And so this is a disclaimer, and I'll repeat this again during the class. I am not a licensed medical provider. I'm a nutritional therapy practitioner, which is more like a coach. And so the information that I provide is just that. It's informational. It is not medical advice. It's outside my scope to work with anything like an eating disorder or any kind of diagnosed medical condition. So if that's you, then you really need to be working with a provider. You can certainly listen to the information I'm providing, but please refer to your provider for their recommendations, and just know that this may not be for you if you are working with something specifically like an eating disorder. And I want to be really clear about that. I am here to support folks who are already wanting to do this for themselves and to give them sustainable and holistic ways to approach meeting that need, that desire, in a way that is supporting overall wellness and health, and helping to support the body back to balance, always recognizing and respecting the innate wisdom of the body.
Boom. And, you know, so, you know, I think this is what it's going to be, because Tia is still assimilating some things for Earth Angel Rehab, but what we're looking at, or the pillars of this work, are the container, which is your body, your vehicle, little animal that hosts your mission. Voltage, which is, you know, your light, the full highest, you know, spectrum possible for your light, and how your container can hold that. And then also navigation. So you can, you know, if you do have a diagnosis and you are working with a doctor, you can do this, but it's to know that this is for people who are willing to navigate their own journey from their own North Star. You know, like it doesn't mean you can't have support, you can't have doctors, you can't have coaches or whatever. But ultimately, like, you're not putting your authority outside of yourself and relying on people to tell you what to do. Mm-hmm. So if that's, you know, if you want someone to tell you exactly what to do, this is not what that is. You know, or if it just feels too scary, you don't trust yourself to step into this level of navigational work with your health, then that's totally okay, you know. Yeah. You know, but if you're someone who's like, I mean, like for me, like I've had a hard time receiving support because I'm so individual and so independent, and I don't want anybody telling me what to do. So if you're someone like that, this is perfect for you, because, you know, we give you the tools and the guidance and the reflection, and we work with coaching with permission and those kinds of things. And we trust you to, you know, make the choices for yourself and to navigate your journey with what we're offering.
Beautifully put.
Yeah. Thank you. Well, thank you so much for watching this. What was it? Oh, if you have any questions, please let us know and post them in the comments here, or reach out to us individually. I'm Saeri Wilde, Andrea J. Walker, and Tia Harrison Holmes is our wealth mentor.
And Saeri, how can they join the program?
Yeah, great one. So there's a link that we'll post in the comments of this, or maybe in the title, but it'll be somewhere in here. And it's a link through the Tribunic, which is our tribe, our greater tribe of leaders. So we are one branch of the Tribunic. This is something that Tia has been holding and channeling, basically. It's super exciting. And in a lot of ways, we don't really totally know what it is yet, but Earth Angel Tribe is one of them. And so through that link, you'll see the tribunic.com link. There's you'll be led to a page where you can enter your email, and then you will be sent the information about the program, and, you know, how to get the videos and that kind of thing. And then we also have Earth Angel Rehab, which is where the community is gathering, Earth Angel Rehab Facebook group. So you want to go and sign up through the link, and then join Earth Angel, request to join Earth Angel Rehab, and we'll let you in.
Yay!
Well, thank you so much for being here, Andrea. I know you are in the middle of like a really great ski vacation, and so and it's Sunday. But yeah, we're just so excited, you guys, to share this. And please, you know, if you're feeling tingles, trust yourself and come and check this out. It's free, and we will be offering a really amazing way to be deeply supported in more of these cycles, to really own your journey and your mission on Earth in Earth Angel Rehab. So this is a really great primer to get to know us, to get some experience with the kind of work that we're doing. And
we're gonna have a lot of fun.
Yes, we are. Okay, do you want to say anything else?
That is beautiful. I really hope you'll join us. It would be so much fun and so delightful, and such an honor to work with each and every one of you. So please consider this your personal invitation. And thank you for joining us here today.